ladies, and welcome back to the channel. I have another designer inspired Amazon haul for you guys today. So I've been talking about how I had one coming again. I found a few more things on Amazon I wanted to share. I actually have a whole playlist out there I've started that's just all Amazon finds. But today it's all designer inspired again, and some cute things, especially handbags, sunglasses, jewelry. So we're gonna walk you through it all today. I'm gonna show it to you in person and kind of compare it to its OG inspiration. So if that interests you, stick around and we're gonna dive right on into my Amazon designer inspired haul. And welcome back to the channel. I am Cher. I have definitely been on kind of a designer inspired kick lately. There are a lot of things I've been seeing out there that I really want, but I don't want to spend the thousands of dollars for them. And so I love that we can find some designer inspired things. And I shop on Amazon pretty often. It's very convenient and easy, and just what is out there for others to find easily as well. So everything that I share today, I'm going to put down in my caption. If you want to check them out, hopefully it will still all be there so you can go right to the item in question. I do have another previous designer inspired haul I had done that I can link for you as well. A couple other Amazon hauls. I have, like I said, an entire playlist that I've started since I so frequently do hauls from there. So you can check them all out if you're interested. But let's get started and share some of the pieces I picked up. All right, so the first thing I wanted to share with you might be one of my most exciting finds, or one of the cutest things I'm looking most forward to wearing. So I had seen this adorable Chanel purse in this gorgeous blue shade, and I've had my eye on it. This is a knockoff. It is a designer inspired purse as well. There's a whole website of designer inspired pieces. Check it out because they've got some adorable things. I've really had my eye on this purse and I was going back and forth on it, but I found this on Amazon instead. Now, it's not the exact same color as that other one, but I think I'm loving the blue, and for the price, I couldn't get over the price on this. I love this denim style, and of course it's got the same Chanel feel to it. Now, you're not going to find the Chanel logo on there like that other bag would be, but that one was a good like 150, 170 something for a knockoff, whereas this gives you the same feel to it for way less. I think this is the cutest thing. Cannot wait to wear it. It just has that gorgeous Chanel vibe, and with the chain handle, I've got another Chanel inspired one that I shared too, that's your classic black, but I just love the denim on this. It feels like jeans. So if you want to know what the texture is, definitely like a denim jean feel to it. And you have the little snap that you just turn that way to open it. So here is everything inside. Actually, the bag is still inside. I have not used it yet. I wanted to kind of show it off first before I use it. And in here is another little handle. So it just depends on which strap you want to use. You can either do a smaller strap. That's going to go on your shoulder. That's for sure going to go on your shoulder. So that's not for the crossbody, but this one is slightly longer. So you could do more of a crossbody with this one, I think. And here it is when I stand up, just to kind of give you a feel for it, where it will hang. So I love it as a crossbody as well, or over your shoulder, or hold the handle just alone like this. But it's got the 2 extra slots just depending on how you want to wear it. Absolutely love this. I'm so excited for this little find. And to give you a tour on like the roominess of it, I mean, it's certainly not roomy. It's going to be a small one. You're not going to be able to carry a lot, but that's your typical cute little chain mini purses like this. It's kind of for a night out, a date night, you know, carry your phone, a little makeup, your keys, your wallet, a little wallet. That's about it. But it does the job, I think. You do have an extra zipper in here. but that is really it on like pockets or zippers. And no more pockets or anything on the outside either. It's just the handles, but so adorable. I love this. Right, and with the same kind of idea of our designer handbags, I got a designer accessory for the handbag. So this is of course your Hermes-inspired little decorations, how we always put the little charms and whatnot on our purses or handbags. So with this one, we have the little horseshoe. It comes with this handle, but I don't see a way to unstrap it. So my guess is that you're gonna weave it in this little hole and thread it on through so that you can hang it from a purse or bag. Now, I don't know that I would put it on my Chanel purse, but I will demonstrate it on the Chanel purse just to give you a feel. Okay, so I have a little knot on it. Okay, so here is the idea of how it would hang. You know, you can play around with how to latch it on depending on your purse and the snaps on it, but I would also, of course, probably put this more on a Birkin style handbag. I'm just putting it on the Chanel inspired one for now because that's what's right here. And I don't own a Birkin, but I own kind of fake Birkins. So I'd probably put it on that, but I think it's so cute. I love it. I love the kind of brown camel color of it. And I like the horseshoe better than like the horse. I just always feel like the horse, I don't know, but I love the horseshoe. So couldn't resist, and it was so on the cheap and kind of just adds that Hermes-inspired style to whatever handbag you might have. While we're still on the topic of Chanel, with like the Chanel-inspired purse, I have some Chanel-inspired earrings here. Now, these were like literally $2 when I grabbed them on Amazon. They were nothing out there, but I think they've prices gone up. I have to look and see and make sure they are still available now. I've been actually wearing these for several weeks, maybe more than a month, but I didn't have the other stuff yet to kind of make you a video. I love these. They are the perfect size because they're very small and dainty, but they still stand out, and they definitely give off Chanel, you know, but $2 Chanel, right? So I'm gonna put them on for you and model them and remove my current earrings. All right, and here they are. Aren't they absolutely stunning? Now, quality-wise, I don't know how long these are gonna last you. I don't think that they're like real silver or whatnot. You know, I have to be very careful about the earrings that I purchase and the posts that go in my ears, because I'm not sure that these are like hypoallergenic and all, but for $2, I was like, oh, we're gonna make them last as long as they're gonna last, right? I mean, just gorgeous. And of course, I've wanted Chanel inspired earrings, so I was like, these will do. I do want to show you some that I love from that same site that featured the inspired Chanel purse. Aren't these gorgeous? I love that like dangle style of them. So I'm considering that pair as well, but I couldn't find anything similar to that on Amazon. So for now, I've got this style that are kind of like posts that you just wear right in your ears. And even more earrings. I found these that are kind of more like Valentino inspired earrings. And so these go right in the ear also. They're posts, but they're really big. So it's a really neat look. So let's try these out as well. I'm going to show them to you in person. So this is how they come. They have, it is gold this time. The other ones were more of a silver base. I will say sometimes when you order gold off Amazon, it's over time, the gold does turn a little. If I'm not wearing them every day, and for such a small price, I think these were like under $10 or like 9 something. So very good price. So for that price, I don't mind. Let's try these out in the ears. All right, and here we have it. Isn't that so fun? So yes, they're big. I guess they're not posts. I apologize when I said posts. They're more dangle, I guess, but you know, I guess because they go directly into the ear with the post in them. And this is kind of how they hang. So it does pop in my brunette hair. I can pull off both gold and silver jewelry, but I do tend more towards gold a lot. So it just depends on you. I think if I remember correctly, there may have been a silver option also, but I really love the gold. I love how they look, but isn't that fun? So it's got the V in them. There's several different styles with Valentino, or like the V inspo. All right, I do have more jewelry. Let's keep going with the earrings again. I have another pair, but these are a little bit more Dior inspired. So let me show you the next pair. Oh my goodness. I thought these were so cool. Very classy, really neat how they go in the ear too. It's kind of unique. I just love the look of them. I could wear these with my Chanel purse. Like they're gonna go with that purse, maybe. We'll see. So here is the idea. It's like this down here, it's really like two almost D's, but backwards. But it gives that look of the C and the D, Christian Dior, but it's not quite in reality, but it still gives off that same look. And this is actually the post. So you're gonna put the small pearl in the front, and then this pearl is actually in the back with the little Dior emblem hanging down. So let's try it in the ears. I think that is so neat. I just love this concept. So I do want to show you, this is where the post goes into it, built into the pearl. Isn't that neat? So we'll put it in, slide that in, and here is how it looks in the ear. How fun, right? So isn't that a neat concept? You've got like the double pearls, so you can still see that big pearl poking out from underneath, and then with the little emblem too. You know, you can move it around where the pearl's a little bit more behind there. Here it is on this side. So on this side, you can really see it where like the pearl kind of sneaks through from behind. But you could also kind of twist and turn it at whatever angle you want things to show. But I thought that was so neat. And I think it looks very elegant, really classy. It's going to go very well with black. I think it will go with my, you know, classy Chanel style. Just beautiful. So yeah, I love that. So this one's more Dior inspired. So I think while we are just on the earring kick, let's go for more earrings. So this time I picked up the little Miu Miu. I never know if I say Miu Miu right, but I like some of their designer items, some of their cute purses and handbags as well. But let me show it to you up close. And here it is. You can see the little MM emblems on it, both in the gold plates and kind of like little rhinestone looks to them as well. And I feel like my nails really match this today, don't they? As well as a couple of the other earrings we've shown off. So it's just going to be little balls in the earrings. So I'll demonstrate these as well. And here we have it. Another one that just looks really classy, goes with everything. I think it really pops also with the black. Love that. Yeah. And I normally, this doesn't tend to stand out to me, but I feel like this is just your classic set of earrings that are going to look so elegant. I think it would look gorgeous with a bun in your hair, and these pop from below. I think it looks great, like I said, with the black, but also with white. It's like everything really. They kind of go with everything in my opinion. So yeah, I love that too. All right, I figure since we're on the jewelry kick, let's keep going with the jewelry. I think I have one more piece that's jewelry. This time I have a bracelet though, and this is a YSL one. So a lot of what I've been sharing actually have the fake emblem on them. So it really truly looks like it's coming from the brand. And I love that. I probably am never gonna spend the money on like a real, let's just be honest. I'm probably not gonna ever get the real one, the real versions of these. So I'm thrilled to find a fake one. So this is, again, you can get it in different colors. They had a silver one and I think a regular gold one. I got the more rose gold, and it's just a little pretty dainty dangly bracelet with the YSL emblem there. And then in the back, you have this little chain that hangs down. Love that. And of course you can adjust it so you can wear it as tight as you want. Really make it like tight, or just make it dangle and as loose as you want it. It is up to you. I don't typically wear a lot of bracelets, but for this I would make an exception. I think it would actually make a beautiful ankle bracelet too. So if it will fit around the ankles, I love it as an anklet. Beautiful. I am definitely a YSL girl. I do have a YSL inspired purse. Let me get that out real quick. It didn't come from Amazon. It came from another shop. It was gifted to me, but let's see how it looks with my YSL purse. All right, so here is my bag. I love my little drawstrings on it. I can put the links and info for this down in my caption as well if you're interested. I may even have a code in there, so check it out. But yeah, so here it is. On my YSL days when I'm carrying my handbag, I have my little bracelet to match it. So how about that? Okay, so I think that covers the jewelry. I also have a couple of pairs of sunnies. Anybody around here, they talk about, yes, my sunglass collection is mighty. I will admit I'm a sucker for sunglasses, especially designer inspired ones, or designer ones. And I'm also kind of getting to where I've become a handbag junkie too. I'm so drawn to purses and sunglasses. Those are definitely weaknesses. And I love jewelry too, but like what really draws me in is handbags and sunglasses. So we have another pair of Chanel inspired sunglasses that have the little emblem that look like the CC. I've been eyeing these for a very long time. I love that it kind of has a rhinestone feel on them. And they of course have them on both sides of the sunnies. And then here is how they look. Now, I don't know as much about the style on me. And sorry about my ring light in the background. I love how they look on the sides. It's the sides that have the CC that I'm so drawn to, but the actual shape on my face, I don't know. I think they'll work for some days and for certain outfits. I think it still looks so classy. Like, I feel like you're just gonna draw attention and look like a movie star with the CC on the side. That is the part that's the best part for sure. Now, as far as how they feel, you know, they're not like really, really flimsy and super cheap feeling. They feel fairly solid, but they still don't feel as solid as the real thing would. Like, I wouldn't say the quality is just like, oh my gosh, they're going to hold up against all falls or whatever. I feel like for the price that you're paying, you're not going to get the same sturdiness, but I wouldn't say that they just feel like dollar store cheap. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of a middle ground as far as the quality goes. But I feel like how they look, like they look really sharp and classy in my opinion. So I am obsessed. This has been on my Amazon wish list for like 2 years now, and I finally got them. And they were what, $16? Something along those lines, but I love that. I got another pair too. So these typically are not a style I would have gone with. However, let me show you a picture of Jennifer Lopez. I saw her in a pair. She's got this kind of like Cuban day feel, like Miami-esque vibe going on, right? And those sunnies, like they just stand out as she's in, you know, the Cuban designer idea. So I was drawn to a pair like them and I found these. So I feel like these kind of match that same vibe. I love like the sides here. They have that thicker part on the sides. And I think it's the straight line across the top, you know. These actually feel very solid. I mean, they feel really quality, like very durable. They're not very flimsy feeling at all. I actually love these. And I saw a few other pairs out on Amazon with the same idea. There was a 2-pack that had like a dark brown and then a more clear color in the same style. But I went for these, and I feel like these are probably a better quality, more durable. I like the print on them too. It's almost like the animal print a little bit if you look up close. So it's not a solid color, but I love them. Like I feel like if I have on my little Cuban hat and I'm strolling the streets of Miami, get like my little white top, my little hat, I think this is the perfect style for them. So obsessed. I could not resist. I love them. All right, and then I have one last item. So we have 10 items in all today, 10 designer inspired items. So this is based on a Marc Jacobs bag I've seen for years out there. It's always on the Nordstrom site. Like every Nordstrom sale, I always come across it and am tempted. It tends to go on sale too, but it's out there for, I don't know, $300-400 or something. Okay, so I feel like this bag has the same feel to it. It says the tote bag on it, just like the Marc Jacobs bag does, but it's obviously a bit different too. This one has more of a plastic on it. The Marc Jacobs OG does not. It's a little different color too. This is a little bit more like camel tan, like lighter color. There's this a slightly more like brown, has like a little more brown tint. But I honestly, I mean, it was super cheap. So much less expensive. I probably would not ever spend that price tag on the Marc Jacobs bag, but I'm getting the same feel to it and design to it. But I actually like that it's plastic, even though I know that looks cheaper. I like the plastic because it's waterproof. I need this. Okay, do I need it? Because I know I have a lot of other bags, but it will come in so much handy with certain outfits too. Honestly, I feel like I can wear this with my Cuban style sunnies as well. I think this goes. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, I think it's going to be amazing for pool, beach, all the places that I need waterproof, even like to carry food and stuff, just a very good waterproof option. If it rains on me, it's been raining every day in Florida lately. It's like the entire summer, it has rained every single afternoon. So it's nice to have something that's very like waterproof. I can put my phone in it and not get it wet. It has the styrofoam at the top. Here it is inside to give you a feel for all the room. You do have a pocket on this side, and then you have a zipper over here. So you could put phone, keys, what have you in there. I honestly feel like because of the size, it could almost even work as a purse, like a big handbag. But of course it says tote bag, so it's obviously not a purse, it's a tote bag. But, you know, I can walk around and carry it around with me, and it's the same size as some of my very oversized purses, to be honest with you. So I feel like I could just carry this and be good to go. So I really love that. It kind of folds up a little bit too. It can fold flat, but then, you know, you open it up to make it a larger size. I was excited to find that too. But that is everything, guys. 10 items that are designer inspired off Amazon. You would have spent thousands for the OG version of these. Hundreds on a few things, but probably thousands on others. And my total amount that I spent on Amazon for this entire haul, I believe, was under $150. I think maybe 140 something. So 10 items for a total of 140-ish. So we're talking an average of like $14 a piece. Not bad to get that designer inspired look. So in this economy, why pay the huge amount of dollars for the real thing when you can have the same look for less? So that wraps it up for today, guys. Like I said, I will put everything in my caption where you can find all of these on Amazon. I'll put a couple of those extra links to that one site to the site where I got my YSL bag also, and definitely check out my Amazon finds playlist for other Amazon finds and designer inspired, premium luxury, some of those fun things on Amazon. And I'll definitely be bringing you guys more hauls because I love it, can't resist. And let me know what was your favorite of the 10 items today. You'll definitely want to stick around here for more Amazon, other style inspired pieces. We do a lot of beauty boxes, beauty curations and reviews on the channel, but I love my style as well, lifestyle too. I've got the FabFitFun box coming, my paid version. I also get it in PR. So I've got a few style pieces in there as well that we'll cover. So you don't want to miss it all. You want to pop that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.